May govannen niblings. Let's play LotRO. Episode 20. 20 whole episodes. Alright, so back here at Bam Furlong, I finished rescuing Violet, and I've got to turn in some of these quests. So,
How do you do?
let's not delay. Alright, so he's glad that I've defeated some of the brigands. Yeah, that's what they're called, brigands. And there's not a choice of rewards here. I get all of them. And then for these, I need to go back up to stock, it looks like. So I'll head on back up there. Got all these mushrooms. That's a lot of mushrooms. Guess they grow well in the Marish. Marish is kind of swampy. Pretty weather today. Isn't that pretty? Alright. Here's stock. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention with cosmetic outfits is one of the most important things about them is that once you've equipped something cosmetically, you can put those items back in your vault. Remember last time I had all of this stuff here in my inventory? I don't anymore. It's back in my vault. You can even sell it, but then if you unequip it cosmetically, you can't move it to a different outfit or anything. So I keep things that I have cosmetically equipped in my vault. But you don't even have to keep them at all. So very handy. The only things you have to keep are actually on you are things that you want to equip mechanically. Alright, let's turn in some more of these quests.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Alright, so he's giving me a reward for rescuing Violet.
Hello there.
And I'm bringing him back the yeast for his brewing. Okay, so that covers all of the quests in stock. Except the pie quest and I believe the post quest.
Might I have a word with you?
So I'll go ahead and do the pie quest. One of the handy things about stock is that there's a stable master here. Oh, I forgot to grab the pie. Silly. So, as I was saying, there's a stable master here in stock. And there's a stable master in Hobbiton. So, once I get this pie back to Holly Hornblower in Hobbiton, I can just take the stable master back to stock. Alright. So it's a bit of a walk from stock to Hobbiton. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the basic statistics of your character. I believe actually, I'm not sure that anyone has asked about it, but figured you might be curious at this point. So I've mentioned at this point that up until now, I've mentioned that all of your gear has armor and statistic boosts on it. So what I haven't mentioned is what they do. So in LotRO, you have your 5 statistics. You have might, agility, vitality, will, and fate. Now, they affect different characters differently, but in general, might, it makes you deal more damage with melee weapons. and melee weapons are things like swords and axes that you use at close range. It also improves your ability to parry. Parrying is when an enemy attacks you, and you prevent that attack from hitting you by knocking it aside with your weapon. It's not something that you actually do in the game, it's automatic. You just see a message kind of scroll over the top of your head saying you parried it, and you, instead of taking damage, you don't take damage. It's pretty simple. Some characters can do other things once they've parried, but not Bjornings, as far as I'm aware. Agility increases your critical rating. That's your chance to make a critical hit. A critical hit just does more damage than a regular hit. Agility also improves your ability to evade. And I believe for some characters, maybe this isn't the case anymore, but agility used to also improve your ability to parry. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Also, might, for some characters that use shields, might increases your chance of blocking. And blocking is pretty much just like parrying, except you do it with a shield instead of a weapon. So evading is just like blocking and parrying, except you dodge instead of use your weapon or shield to knock aside the incoming blow. But the same thing happens, you just don't take any damage if you evade. So I've returned this pie to Holly, so I'm going to ride back to stock. Take the stable master here.
How do you do?
Go to stock. It's convenient. Alright, so I'll finish talking about the basic statistics. So will, for a Bjorning, will improves evade rating, which is interesting. I don't know that it does that for other characters. Also improves tactical mastery and tactical mitigation. You may notice some of my skills, actually I'm not sure that any of them do at the moment. My heal skills are tactical skills. You can see it says in the second line there in the tooltip, tactical skill. Whereas my others are melee skills. So tactical mastery makes tactical skills better. Just whatever they do better because of your tactical mastery. Tactical mitigation is kind of the opposite. If an enemy uses a tactical skill on me, tactical mitigation reduces the effect of that skill that is used on me when it's tactical. And you, also might gives physical mastery, which is the equivalent. Any melee skills I have, actually melee or ranged, benefit from physical mastery. They're just better the higher my physical mastery rating is. For pretty much every other character except Bjornings, Will also gives power. Now you may remember I mentioned at the very beginning, every character except Bjorning gets power. Bjornings get wrath. And all the other classes have to spend power. They start off with full power, they spend power and lose it as combat goes on to use their abilities. Bjornings work very differently, use the wrath system instead. Now Fate improves your regenerations. Other classes regenerate power during combat. Bjornings have wrath instead. But for Bjornings, Fate also improves their morale regeneration in combat. And morale is like hit points. Once you reach 0 morale, you are defeated. So that improves how quickly your morale regenerates in combat. It also boosts tactical mastery rating and critical rating for Bjornings. And like I said, these things... oh, I don't need to come back here. Oh, I do need to come back here. I need to go to the postmaster. So yeah, like I said, different stats affect different characters differently. Oh, vitality also improves your maximum morale. Very important. More vitality equals more morale.
Please, stay
All right.
a moment.
So this is the deliver post to Budgeford. And I do have a quest in Budgeford. Alright, I'm gonna hop over this wall here. Now this is kind of the advanced route. I think you can take the road... Oops. I believe I may be stuck. Oh no, I can get back up here. There we go. Okay. Lagging a little bit. Or just catching on the geometry. Ah! I completed a deed. Farms of the Shire. By finding Puttyfoot's fields there. And I also triggered Explorer of the Shire, which is explore all the farms of the Shire and explore all the sites of the Shire. And I got a few LotRO points. And what did I get for that deed? I got a virtue. And some marks. And a little bit of reputation at the Mathing Society. Now, I believe I can't equip that virtue yet. Let me check. Virtues. Oh, I can! Oh, I must have unequipped empathy somehow. Well, let me turn in this post quest. There we go. Let's see. Tactical mitigation. This is the virtue I just got. Tactical mitigation and agility. Not really important for me. Empathy is a little more important because I get armor. So, that. Alright. Alright. So here I am in Budgeford. And I have a quest here already. Nope, not that. That's to go to Scary. Talk to Cam Puttyfoot. That's it. So I'm going to put this on my quest tracker now by clicking that button. And now I can go to my map and see where he is. Oh, he's very close by. There he is. He's within eyesight.
Good day.
Okay, he wants me to do other things before he gives me the saltpeter for the fireworks for Hyacinth, which Lobelia wants. This is this quest chain in Tuckborough and Hobbiton
Could I take a moment of your time?
that I started quite a while ago. Alright, so he wants me to defeat wolves in his fields, which we just discovered to the east. Okay, let's pick up some other quests while I'm here.
Goodness, could you help me with something?
Alright, well, she came here to talk about the wolves. So she's got fields up to the east. She wants me to deal with wolves. So as you can see, Budgeford is known for pig farming. Pigs. Pigs. Pigs everywhere. Lots of pigs in Budgeford. Alright, and there's no stable master here in Budgeford.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Alright. He wants me to deal with harvest flies. And these harvest flies are down at the Yale height. Although there are some to the east. So. The Yale height is over between Stock and Woodhall. We're kind of north of that at this point.
Stay and have some tea.
Okay. He found a strange arrow stuck in his door. And he thinks that's very peculiar. Wants me to check out where it came from. It's the north. Alright, that's definitely something we can do. Let's see what else is going on. This is the postman quest. Yep. Saphira here, I believe is...
I hope it's not
Yep,
a bother,
high quest.
but may I speak with you?
So I won't do that just yet.
Might I have a word with you?
Alright. So, he is spooked by the Black Rider, which came through recently, and he's referring to what happens in the books here. We have not encountered a Black Rider in the game yet. So he wants me to go to the pigsties to the south at night and look for the Black Rider. Alright, so we have to wait for night to do that. So, I'll do that when the sun sets. Probably in the next episode. Not going to be time to wait for sunset in this episode. Alright, so I'm going north to look for whoever may have shot an arrow. So that's around here somewhere. No? Should be right on top of it. There's something around here? What exactly am I looking for? Maybe it's up on this hill. Ah! There. Okay, so I found a journal. Is that in my inventory? No? Sometimes you can read these, and it gives you a little more information. It says this is actually unreadable. Oh well. Alright, more pigs.
Hello there.
Alright, deliver the journal to him.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
So he says something tore up the journal. It looks like wolves, so he wants me to find journal leaves. And so they're off to the east there. Alright, and I completed a deed here. Life of a Bounder. Complete 75 quests in the Shire. That's quite a number of quests. So that gave me... Oh, it improved a virtue that I already had, I believe. No, it gave me a new one. It just gave me 2 ranks of it. That's actually really strong. Physical mitigation. Yeah, I believe I'm going to replace Compassion with Innocence. Because it's giving me more. Yep. So that looks good. Let's see. Bestowed a new deed, Deeds of the Shire, and this is what's called a meta deed. And it's basically complete every deed in the Shire, and you get this deed. And you get a sturdy steel key in a loot box, and you can get interesting things from loot boxes. However, what I recommend is when you do these deeds, just sell the key to other players. It sells for quite a lot. I regularly get over 35 or 40 gold for a key. It's a great way, especially if you need your first horse. Get you a sturdy steel key, get you a horse, sell it. Horses only cost 5 gold at most, and 15 LotRO points. Alright, I don't know... Oh, I need to go talk to Milo Bulger. And I'm almost out of time for this episode, so I'm just going to talk to Milo, and then that'll be the end of this episode. And you have to wait for the next episode to start dealing with these quests. Am I going the right way? I am. Is this around here? Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the house. There he is.
Oh, gracious me!
Alright, and so he wants me to deal with wolves. Okay, so that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for joining me, Niblings. Come back next time, and we'll deal with the problems that they're having in Budgeford with wild animals. See you next time.